Hello students, in last video we have seen 3G attacks on mobile or cell phones like smishing, hacking, Bluetooth. Next we will see security implications and suggestions for organizations with respect to mobile devices. Here they are focusing on organization level macro issues. The organization need to establish security practices because many threats are arising to information systems through usage of mobile devices. First we will see managing diversity and proliferation of handheld devices. In some organizations, they will implement security procedures and tools extensively, but others will concentrate more on cost and usage of mobile devices. It is very important to make policy related to security with the commitment from CEO or a president or a director who takes cyber security seriously and communicates that throughout an organization. Cybersecurity is always a primary concern in these kind of organizations, but normally organizations underestimate the mobile devices security. Okay, it means they will neglect the mobile devices security. In an organization, employee mobile devices should be registered in corporate asset register, and monitoring of these devices is also important. There should be one registration or one register where the employee mobile devices should be registered. We can call that as a asset register, and we have to monitor those all devices. That is also very important. When employees leaves or resign on organization, it is very important to remove his logical as well as a physical access to corporate resources, because they may use this access to malicious purpose also. So, mobile devices related to or belonging to company should be returned to the company after resignation or after a employee leaves an organization. Young or a fresher workers, we can call that as a generation Y workers, are pushing many enterprises to more embarrassing or a shameful situations, okay, in cyber security related issues. So these young generations or a generation Y workers prefer SMS, and frequently they use social networking websites like Facebook, Orkut, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. And for these kind of applications or social networking websites, they prefer to use personal devices like laptops or smartphones in the work environment. So, in organization, employees should be encouraged to register these kind of resources with the IT departments, and if they are using any devices for any devices for their personal use, they should be registered with the departments so that access can be provisioned in controlled manner to those devices and deprovisioned appropriately when employees leaves the organization. Next we will see about unconventional stealth storage devices. It means the devices which are used secretly and irregularly. Here they focus on secondary storage devices like CD or a USB drives used by an employee. As technology advancing, the devices continue to decrease in size and emerge in new shapes and sizes. Okay, and unconventional or stealth devices are very difficult to detect. It is advisable to prohibit or ban an employees in a for employees in using these kind of devices. It is better to advise or better to prohibit or ban these kind of devices for employees in a organization. Firewalls and antivirus softwares are no protection against these kind of threats. For example, for open USB ports. For these kind of devices, firewalls and antivirus will not provide that much protection. So, using device lock software is a solution for this. So, organization has to have a policy in place to block these kind of ports. Using device lock software, one can have a control over unauthorized access to plug and play devices like USB cable, pen drive, etc. The features of this kind of software, that is device lock software, are it monitors the users who can access the USB ports, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, CD or other removable devices. It controls the access to the devices depending on the time, and it creates the whitelist of USB devices which allow you to authorize only specific devices. And you have to set the devices or a device lock software set the devices in a read only mode, and it will protect the disks from a accidental or intentional formatting. Next we will see about protecting the data on a lost devices. The data protection is very important when it resides on a mobile or a handheld device. At an individual level, employees need to worry about this. There are two reasons why cyber security needs to address this. The first is data that are persistently stored on a devices. Means data permanently stored on that device. In mobile or handheld device, there is always running applications. Okay, always there will be a running applications in mobile or a handheld devices. So, for protecting a data that are stored persistently on a device, there are two precautions that individual can take to prevent the leak of data. The first one is encrypting sensitive data and encrypting the entire file system. There are many third-party tools are available to protect the data on the lost devices, including encrypting servers where the database file can reside. The organization or a company should have a clear policy on how to respond to the loss or theft of device, whether it is a data storage or a PDA or a laptop. Next is educating our laptop users in an organization. Okay, frequently it happens in an organizations that laptop users could be putting their company's network at risk by downloading non-work related software which are capable of spreading viruses and spyware. So, according to year 2004 survey, it was found that some 86% of employees with the laptops admitted to installing software onto their machines when outside of a office, and many of them uses their laptops for downloading illegal music file and movies. So, company has to use tools, strict tools in an organization to manage the internet access on laptops. Thank you.